G'day everyone, how are we all today? My name is Nupi Mystery and I am the Global Purpose Specialist in Ontario with G Adventures. So I look after all of our wonderful agents across Ontario, and I'm excited to talk to you about G Adventures today and the awesome products that we have in line in the World Explorer promotion today. So at G Adventures, we truly believe that travel can be one of the largest forms of wealth redistribution the world has ever seen. And we can do that through the power of small group travel. We're a Canadian founded company, 34 years in the industry. We have over 700 itineraries on all 7 continents in over 100 countries. So I'm really, really excited to talk to you about what we can put on offer for your next adventure today. So the offer we have in market with World Explorer with Expedia Cruises is you'll receive 15% off on guaranteed departures of G Adventures classic, active, and family group tours around the globe. And this will be for select dates departing before January 31st, 2025. So a really open window for you to travel and look and book and get on your next adventure with Expedia Cruises. So this is an exclusive offer to be booked only by Expedia Cruises and your preferred agent within Expedia Cruises department. So let's talk about the G difference. There's many factors that we have that make up a wonderful company to travel with, and at G Adventures we believe that you dream big and travel small. So we'd love to say dream big, travel small. We keep our groups small to create a sense of camaraderie and allow for a closer connection to the places and people you visit. It's really important, to have a small footprint while you travel and have that intimacy with the destination, but also within the group too. So most of our land tours have no more than 16 travelers and usually average 10 to 12 people, which is an important note for me to mention is that we're a guaranteed departure once you confirm with your deposit. So we don't need any minimums to run our tours. All our CEOs, which is our local guides, are supported by our local operations teams 24/7. So if something comes up and your CEO can't help you with, however unlikely that is, the team nearby is there to support them and you keeping you safe and happy. So our CEOs are local to the destination you're traveling to, so they have that first-hand knowledge of the region, which is really unique to where you travel to. So you get these amazing stories from the people who've grown up in the regions you're traveling to. Single adventurers are welcome on all of our tours, so we'll gladly pair you up with a roommate of the same sex to ensure you get the same price. So you'll also have the option of my own room, which is the single supplement if you wish to have a single room all to yourself at a very great price. Plus, traveling with a small group gets you inside access, safety and support, and camaraderie with an instant squad of traveling companions. So having that, that sort of idea of solo travel and wondering how you can get around and pay the same rate as everyone else. G Adventures doesn't believe it's fair, to be a solo traveler and have to pay, a solo price. So we'll just pay you up with another traveler of the same gender or sex, and you'll pay the same rate as everyone else. Now, if you do want to opt into the single supplement, you have the opportunity to do that too. So travelers stay local and so does the money. This is really important at G Adventures. We actually have a metric that represents this, and it's called the Ripple Score. And 93% of the dollars that you spend at G Adventures stay in destination. So we go for the connections, charm, and authenticity that can only be found in local accommodations, transport, and restaurants. And these are all family-run businesses, which is important, to boost the economy in the destinations you travel to. This allows us also to stay at small hotels, eat at restaurants with fewer people, plus using local service providers helps support the local economy and the people that make the places we travel to so special. So when you travel with G Adventures, you're actually traveling as a force for good and you're benefiting the places that you travel to. So you know that your money is being spent wisely in destination. So now I just want to, bring to attention some regions, some destinations that might be of interest to you to get you, get your feet wet, get excited about your next adventure. So, in terms of pure convenience, no continent can touch Europe's diversity with so many countries, cultures, languages, and varieties of cuisine packed into such a comparatively tiny place. So, you can spend a week in Europe and experience something wildly different every day. All that variety actually can be quite overwhelming, but the secret to getting the most out of Europe is to take it slow. The old world has stood for centuries, and it still will be here when you're ready to come back, which of course you'll want to do immediately after getting home. So the first itinerary I want to bring to your attention within Europe, it's an easily accessible destination to reach, from Canada, from many different airports. There's a lot of inventory going there, and it's a great place, to travel with an adventure company and be escorted around and see amazing things while being around the destination. So Iceland's otherworldly aura seems to heighten at the winter months when viewing of the Northern Lights is at its peak, and the contrast between the cool, crisp air and its steaming geothermic hot springs heightens. So couple that with hiking through Pingavilja National Park, meeting the famous Icelandic horse, exploring lava caves and chasing waterfalls. You've got yourself on a spectacular winter adventure like no other. So a really cool destination to go see the Northern Lights, but also witness amazing geography as well as wildlife, as well as thermals, the landscape is very unique to Iceland alone, and they have incredible food, very fertile land there. So a great place to, try some amazing cuisine. So the itinerary is 5 days. We do have up to, 14 days in Iceland that, covers different parts. This 5 day itinerary will cover all the major sections, and all the hotels we stay in, you'll be able to see the Northern Lights from your hotel, which is really cool. So Christmas in Central Europe, 7 days Berlin, Germany to Vienna and Austria. Europe is filled with timeless cities, but there is one time of the year where some of them really twinkle, sparkle, and shine. The holidays. So on this 7 day adventure, you'll tour the historic Christmas markets of not one but five different destinations. You'll sip the warm Glyn as you wander through Gundermunden Market in Berlin. Travel by train to Nuremberg. Search for handmade ornaments in Munich. Visit local markets just outside of Salzburg and get into the festive cheer while you walk through the Viennese Christmas market. So it's a really cool, itinerary to see Christmas in another part of the world, but also, witness the local markets and have some amazing food and experience culture, a culturally different Christmas as you wouldn't otherwise do so in another part of the world. So really cool experience, 7 days, that one is. We've also got Absolute Turkey, which is a winter itinerary. This is a 15-day itinerary in Turkey. So on the winter edition of our comprehensive Turkey tour, you'll see the country's incredible sights without battling the crowds. Begin your trip roaming the palaces and the mosques of Istanbul. Before journeying into the bazaars, you explore otherworldly Cappadocia, from the ancient city of Hierapolis to the bustling bazaars of Istanbul. Our local chief experience officers, which is your tour guides, will show you the region's hidden gems and make sure your trip burns brightly in your memory long after you've left the crossroads of Asia and Europe. So this is a 15-day itinerary, an all-encompassing experience of Turkey alone. I haven't been myself, but my wife has, and she absolutely loved Turkey. And it's very high on our list for the end of the year, actually, to, go and experience the amazing cuisine, the amazing culture, that spans Europe, Greece, and the Arabic region. So really cool. Now, I want to bring your attention to Central America, a skinny belt of countries and islands connecting two much larger continents. Central America and the Caribbean don't feel or don't look much like on the map, but looks have never been more deceiving. Enveloping rainforests, teeming with all manner of wildlife, cloud-shrouded volcanoes, charming colonial towns, mysterious Mayan ruins, and mile upon glorious mile of white sand beaches await travelers curious enough to come looking for them. And as much fun as they are to explore today, these lands truly come alive at night, often to the beat of salsa, calypso, or reggae. These places may be unfamiliar, but now is the time to get introduced. And a better way to do it than, travel with a small group tour company that, really thrives in the region. So if we look at, an itinerary, classic Belize and Tikal, 14 days. If we had to describe the Belizean pace, it would be somewhere between slowly rolling waves and the inquisitive speed of a ruin explorer, embracing just that mix of curious and chill. This 14-day itinerary will let your mind ruin cycle around stunning islands and enjoy plenty of time to hang out on the beach, be speedy or sloth-like, will help you discover Central America either way. So a really cool itinerary to, experience some of the charm of the cities, but also the amazing ancient Mayan culture, which is really important. You can go to these parts of the world and stay on an all-inclusive resort, or you can get off the beaten track and experience it with small group travel and actually see, that ancient culture that always gets missed, if you don't always, get off the beaten track. Also got our Costa Rica adventure, 16 days, San Jose to San Jose. And this is an incredible itinerary. If you're looking for a taste of Costa Rica's world-class highlights, but want to keep things spicy with a sampling of hidden treasures, this action-packed adventure tops this menu. In spite of its small size, Costa Rica is one of the most biologically diverse countries in the world, with volcanoes, wildlife, rainforests, and beaches to explore. It's got amazing cuisine. This adventure offers a great balance of guided excursions and free time, which is really important. Optional activities abound. Choose to get your adrenaline pumping or take it easy with a stroll through a butterfly garden. Our departures start in March 2025, so you can book now to secure space for next summer. And it's an awesome itinerary, to witness the beautiful lands that are on offer in Costa Rica. So Costa Rica has always been a big destination for North America, and we want to introduce it to you as an adventure type travel, with the freedom to roam on your own, but also, have that beach time, which is really important to experience, that local culture, and snorkeling, and see the beautiful landscapes around the destination. So a great place to visit with small group travel. This brings me to South America, a land awash in ancient history, mind-boggling landscapes, entrancing culture, and non-stop fun. There's a side of South America that's perfect for every traveler, including you. So the colossal peaks of Patagonia and the Andes beg to be climbed, while the enveloping rainforests that surround the mighty Amazon seem designed to be explored. Along the way, reminders of the Inca, the conquistadors, and others who came before dot the landscape, and the intoxicating pull of the vibrant cities is never far away. The time of your life awaits you here. All you have to do is find it. So I've been to Peru twice now and absolutely loved the country. It has so much to offer in terms of ancient history, the amazing food, the amazing people, and I would go back in a heartbeat. So I want to bring this itinerary to your attention, the Inca Journey, 14 days. Every traveler should visit Peru at some point, and we're actually the largest tour operator on the ground in Peru. We have over 60 itineraries to choose from, that cover the Inca Trail, Choqquechiro, Salcante Trek, or you can take the train up. So there's many relaxing ways, to achieve the beauty of Machu Picchu. But we also have, 12 different travel styles at G Adventures to experience all of our amazing destinations. So the Inca Journey is incredible, and it's an introduction as a family trip as well to an amazing destination. So you can introduce your kids to this part of the world very early. A comprehensive trip that bundles the Amazon, Machu Picchu, Cusco, and more into 14 life-changing days. You'll spend 2 nights at the exclusive G Lodge Amazon, which is awesome, learning about the wildlife from naturalists before exploring the Urubamba Valley, gazing awestruck at Machu Picchu and interacting with the locals in Cusco and Lima. Peru will stick with your children long after you've stopped being kids. So Peru is a great itinerary for multi-generational travel, and this, can be done, in large groups, or if you just want to travel as a family and join on to departure, an incredible destination. We have a number of itineraries that are offered in family itineraries, spanning all ages. Doesn't matter what age you are. I want to bring your attention to Argentina now. This is an incredible 14-day itinerary, that spans the beautiful Andes, includes a bit of hiking, includes the amazing city of Buenos Aires. Perfect for outdoor enthusiasts who want to experience one of the world's most pristine wildlife wilderness settings. The challenging 2-week adventure packages the region's essential highlights into one incredible journey. You'll get to explore Torres del Paine, encounter the Perito Moreno Glacier, and hike Los Glaciares National Park, which is awesome. With years of local experience, we employ the region's best guides to reveal the extraordinary, bringing you to campsites that provide stunning views of Patagonia. So Patagonia is an awesome place to, visit between the months of December and January, February and March, where the wind is a bit lower. So definitely a place to, tick off your bucket list item with small group travel at G Adventures. This brings me to our awesome continent of Asia. So, sum up touring Asia in a paragraph. Good luck. Positively massive just by about every measure. The sole thread that unites the diverse continent is the sheer diversity of experience that it presents to travelers, and deserts and towering peaks, secluded temples and bustling markets, tiny villages and sprawling cities, ancient history and cutting edge modernity, teeming crowds and places so remote you won't find another human being around for miles. Asia encompasses all this and so much more. So don't expect to absorb it all. Dive on in and let it seep into your skin. We're also bringing back Tibet for the first time since before the pandemic, as China relaxes visas for a number of countries. South Korea has also been trending up, so the time was right to introduce a number of classic itineraries that can be combined with popular Japan. So a lot on offer at G Adventures to explore Asia, whether it's Southeast Asia, South Asia, we've got it all. We've got a number of days that you can encompass the region in. So the one I want to bring to your attention today is Sri Lanka and the Maldives adventure. This is a 14-day combo trip which brings together the best of Sri Lanka's cultural highlights and the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to sail the islands of the Maldives aboard a Doni boat, which is really cool. Experience a safari in Udawale National Park, so you'll get an opportunity to see amazing elephants that are local to the region or indigenous to Sri Lanka, the Asian elephant, which is really cool. And you'll discover cultural treasures of Ngombo and Kandy, and then spend an entire week cruising from one tiny and perfect atoll island to another, snorkeling in crystal clear waters and stretching out on blazing white sand beaches. From culture to paradise, this tour's got it all. It's an awesome itinerary, that starts in Ngombo and ends in Mali. So Sri Lanka to Mali, or Ngombo to Mali, which is really unique. Now, Japan has been one of our biggest destinations since 2021 when it actually opened. So we've been, providing more departures in a month, to get the people to experience this amazing part of the world. This itinerary is 14 days. It's called Discover Japan, from the towers and the gadgets of Tokyo to the serenity of sacred shrines and the soaring beauty of Mount Fuji. This tour provides the perfect blend of guided excursions and free time to explore this fascinating region at your own pace. So you can link into the gardens of Kyoto, shoot through the mountain air on Shinkansen bullet train, and stay in a traditional Japanese inn. We've also got our wellness Bali itinerary. So wellness is a travel style G Adventures, which is becoming very popular for solo travelers. 89% of the people who travel on our wellness itineraries are actually solo travelers. So a great opportunity for you looking to, meet and mingle with other solo travelers and be connected, with nature and other people while doing so. So you can enter the tropical wonderland of Bali, along a beacon to travelers in search of uncovering their spiritual side. Start your journey inward with Kanang in Ubud, a traditional offering given at Hindu temples. Before immersing yourself in 9 days of rejuvenating activities, healthy food, and captivating sights, from daily yoga practices. So most people don't know that, yoga, the inception of yoga was actually started in Bali. So you'll have an experience, an amazing instructor throughout your itinerary. So there'll be daily yoga practices, traditional Balinese healing ceremonies, to stops at serene beaches, Pumateren and Sanur. You'll be entranced by Bali's natural calming spirit that continues to lure people from all over the world seeking a deeper connection. So 9 days of wellness in this part of the world, a great destination to do so, and get connected back with the world again while you travel. So Oceania, which you probably guessed by now, I'm Australian. I've lived in Canada for 9 years and absolutely love it here. But I always love to talk about, the beautiful part of Oceania. So a massive swath of the South Pacific dotted with islands, both huge and minuscule. Oceania is a region simultaneously divided and united by the sea. The coastlines of Australia and New Zealand, the largest nations down in this part of the world, are legendary and endless. But it's what goes on inland that really makes these places special. Cosmopolitan cities, mist-shrouded volcanoes, vast deserts, and isolated communities, populated with some of the most interesting people you'll find anywhere in the world. So the indigenous people of Australia have been around for more than 60,000 years. So it's you've got that ancient culture, you've got that modernity of the cities that all combine to make an amazing experience. So we got Best of Australia 14 days. So my advice to you if you're traveling this part of the world, and it's great to see Air Canada bring a lot more inventory to this part of the world. You can fly direct from Vancouver by flying from Toronto, or you can fly, even through with Air New Zealand. Go to Auckland and make your way either to Adelaide, Melbourne, or Sydney. Many different places to travel, but it's very accessible with that flight with Air Canada from Brisbane. From Vancouver, either to Brisbane or Sydney, which I just did recently in February. So, in case you hadn't noticed, Australia is an awfully big place. So big, in fact, that you need to come back a few times to see it all. So, this itinerary is the eastern part of Australia, starts in Cairns and ends in Sydney, which is great. Cairns is a place that you really need to see when you come to Australia, especially if you're witnessing the east part of Australia. So this 14-day trip down Australia's east coast, you'll have an amazing time. You'll be offered a solid mix of must-do experiences and uncommon adventures. You'll enjoy a surfing lesson in Byron Bay, a great place, to get off the grid and, experience some amazing waves. A boat ride around the Whitsundays, just serene beaches, and trek through Mossman Gorge and Daintree Forest. So Australia geologically and geographically is a very unique part of the world. You'll be seeing a variety of different terrains. It's not as mountainous as Canada, but it's very unique in terms of its gorges and waterfalls and, the colors on offer in the outback. The best part is there's still plenty more to come back for. So this itinerary will cover, a mix of nature, a mix of wildlife, a mix of everything. In fact, that covers the east side of Australia. Finishing in Sydney is an accessible place back to Vancouver. But if you want to make your way, to different parts of Australia, Sydney's a great hub to do so. It reminds me a lot of Toronto, actually. So Africa is an incredible continent. Its name means sunny place in the Berber tongue, but Africa may as well be a synonym for vastness, a truly massive continent comprising over 20% of the planet's available land. Africa is home to the world's largest desert, the longest river, its hottest temperatures, and hundreds of dialects and cultures spread among a million people. But as mind-boggling as it seems at first, you'll be amazed how intimate it feels once you get to know it. This is adventure's last great frontier, and we want you to come and see it and blaze some trails. So the itinerary I want to bring to your attention, and we cover, Southern Africa, East Africa, and North Africa. And we can combine North Africa and the Middle East as well. Morocco is a huge destination for us. We've got one of the largest operations on the ground in Morocco, or I should say North Africa and the Middle East. This is a 15-day itinerary which starts in Casablanca and ends in Marrakesh. And if you want to hit Morocco's highlights, this is your adventure. So you wander through Casbahs, spice markets, and cities, pulsing with energy on this comprehensive trip. So you can climb onto a camel and explore the edge of the Sahara before admiring the views from the heights of the Atlas Mountains, experiencing the energy of imperial cities as you explore souks stuffed with exotic wares. Then take a moment to appreciate this amazing adventure as you spend a night in the mountain guide. So really incredible part of the world in terms of geography and geologically as well. You can be going through the Atlas Mountains, or you can be going through cedar forests. It's really incredible. And you'll see the nomadic people of the land as you make your way through the countryside too. So Cape Town, Kruger, and Zimbabwe. So this would be our Southern Africa itineraries. This is one of our most popular ones that covers, 12 days of a beautiful part of the world, which also ends at a wonder of the world too. So you can think sand dunes, safari drives, and unforgettable sunrises, and you'll still only have scratched the surface of this part of the world. So at the end of the itinerary, you'll witness the beauty of Victoria Falls, or Mosi-oa-Tunya, which is the falls at Thunder. And this will be an all-encompassing experience. So you can start your time in Cape Town, and you can come in a few days earlier and witness the seaside, and then, enjoy some of that local cuisine. You'll make your way to Johannesburg, where you'll get to see the Greater Kruger region and experience some of the amazing national parks. Now, what I love about this itinerary too is you get to go to some of the amazing national parks that Zimbabwe has on offer, and a lot of these national parks will have the painted dogs, or the wild dogs as they're commonly known as, and a rare species of native dog to those regions, which span Wangi National Park, Matobo National Park, and the national parks of Great Zimbabwe. So I'm really excited to have you guys look at this adventure and experience some unique wildlife that this part of the world has on offer. Now, what I want to bring to your attention is our Planetera non-for-profit partner. So for the past 2 decades, G-Adventures and Planetera have been at the forefront of using travel as a force for good. So Planetera was started back in 2005, and there's been projects that have been formulated over that time frame, and the project was actually named after the founder's daughter, Tara. So Planetera is the founder's legacy. So in 2015, we introduced the 50 and 5 campaign with a visionary goal to develop and incorporate 50 new local social enterprises and G-Adventures tours within 5 years. And remarkably, we achieved this milestone a year and a half ahead of its schedule, completing it by 2019. Encouraged by its tremendous success, Planetera unveiled Project 100, a new mandate aimed at launching a total of 100 social enterprise and community projects into G-Adventures tours by the end of 2020. With Project 100 now successfully concluded, we are thrilled and immensely proud to announce the launch of Project 300 in collaboration with Planetera. G-Adventures is embarking on this ambition adventure with a singular focus to uplift over 300 communities through tourism by the end of 2030. Our commitment to making a lasting and positive impact of the lives of countless individuals and communities remains steadfast, and Project 300 is our latest testament to unwavering dedication. So G-Adventures is a unique company in that the fact that we, provide experiences for entrepreneurial businesses and Indigenous communities, empowering women, youth, and Indigenous people to ensure, the intersection of community tourism and the benefit and experiences that are on offer provided by these businesses. So we're really excited to, have people experience G-Adventures product and come back and with a renewed sense of wonder for the world by being on these experiences. Take a look.
When I would wake up in the morning, I would see the faces of my beautiful daughters. I had no identity and also had little income. I knew I wanted a change for me and for them.
There were many fears. What would people think of me? Was it safe? But I knew this was a great opportunity.
When they came into Azad Foundation, the way they talked, they hardly talked, some of them, the way they looked, the way they thought about themselves has changed completely to women who are now so confident, so sure of how they've been able to help their families. Women on Wheels is a social enterprise that provides livelihoods as professional chauffeurs to resource-poor women, and on the other hand also provides safe and alternate transport options to women users of the services.
I learned to drive, I learned self-confidence and English, I learned about women's rights.
G Adventures believes in responsible tourism. They have a lot of women clients who come into India to travel. They were looking for safe transport options for the women who come into India. They have supported us in terms of bandwidth, in terms of fleet size and the work that we are doing so that we can become a stronger organization.
Now I work full-time for Women on Wheels. I enjoy talking with the travelers. They feel safe with me.
I now have courage and confidence in myself.
Thank you very much.
I hope women everywhere pursue happiness and freedom.
Now when I see the faces of my daughters, I know everything is going to be fine.
So Trees for Days. For each day you're away on one of our tours, we'll plant a tree in your name. The purpose of this initiative is to grow trees that directly benefit communities, and these benefits focus on helping to reduce the impacts of climate change, droughts, floods, soil erosion, desertification, improving community resilience and well-being, and inspiring travelers and host communities to become guardians of nature. So our trees will be grown in 17 communities around the world that have been greatly impacted by climate change. And the goal is twofold: to help regenerate natural landscapes and to help support local communities. So in Canada alone, 483,077 trees committed for Canadian travelers from January 1st, 2023, and over 3 million trees globally. So this, is a way of saying we carbon offset, but you get to see it in real time. We want our travelers, to have this benefit of booking a G Adventure trip and knowing, that communities are still benefiting, even though you might go on a trip that might not have a project, but, a project in another country is actually benefiting from you traveling by a tree being planted in their destination. So we've also planted a number of native fruit trees in communities, to benefit and uplift communities, to provide, resources to markets and things like that. So it's a really unique program, and we're really excited to be a part of it and continue to see that grow as we move on through the years. So I just want to reiterate the World Explorer offer with Expedia Cruises. So you can book through your preferred partner with preferred agent at Expedia Cruises. And this is a 15% off per person, guaranteed departures of G Adventures classic, active and family small group tours around the globe for select dates departing before January 31, 2025. So I just want to take the time to thank you for listening today and appreciate all your support. We're really excited to get all of our travelers out there again. Last year alone, we had over 300,000 travelers globally, and we're excited to, have more people travel this way with G Adventures. So thank you. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you on your next adventure. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.